I have to see my pretty face. I have to see my pretty face. ABC. ABC. I'm doing a video. And ABC, what is ABC? It takes three, A and B, and the line to connect. A, B, and C, the connecting line. I connect B to A and A to B. I have to pass through A. From whichever side I come from, I must pass through the center. Now, if there's traffic going the opposite way, what's going to happen? Will I be picked up in the traffic and or will I break the traffic? Will I have an accident? What will happen there? Will there be a fire, an explosion, almost like the sun has taken up the position in the center? So many stories I can create, but this is what I want to show you. I'm going to put the camera down on my paper right now. Just show you this simple little video. Simple, they're all simple, right? No one understands. I have one dot here. I have one dot here. Let's say this one is A and this one is B. So this one over here would be C. We have A, B, C. Now, we want to create 360 degrees. The only thing it means to me, 360 degrees, it means go around. So you go around, there you go. I went all the way around. I went as high as this. My speed, my force took me out, and I came all around this way. So it was the C connected in the connecting two dots over here. It's the C that reconnects me all. Now, if I reach the center of the go around, right, and I just put one more dot over here, and all of a sudden, what was 3 dots plus 1 dot goes from half a square to a full square. And now I'm going to connect these lines. And now I'm going to make a racetrack this way around that. And now I have the figure 8 encompassing everything through the obligation of force. Right? I mean, I can't do all the mathematics because I don't have any proof for telling you, oh, it's force that took me out here. Why didn't I just go straight? You were already going straight. Now I connected this piece over here, call it the J letter, and this piece over here, call it the J letter, almost like Jack. Where does Jack come into play? We're not going to get to the letters yet. This is the complete design. Now, to encompass it all, right, that would be my full circle. That goes around the whole thing because it's a complete square, even on every corner. So now I'm going to complete the circle and just make a circle around it. We now have the X takes place in the center. Unless you turn the page this way, what is the angle of my page now that it's turned where the diamond point is now up? Where I can see the diamond point. Oh, I'm turning the whole camera. That's why nothing's moving, right? But I'm going to turn the book now. And this is where it points straight up. So we see the plus over here. We see the plus when it's a diamond shape. And we see the multiplication, measuring corner to corner. So we know how formation is. We see exactly what happens. And we saw it was the change from the 90-degree angle. We change it into the 45-degree angle. I always call 90 your birth, but it seems like this is the 90? No, we have to look at how my book was sitting. Your book is higher than longer. Is the 90-degree angle longer than the 45-degree angle? Sorry, that's the 45-degree angle. Are we talking about the greatest length? We're always talking about the greatest length, but over here the greatest length starts in the 2 position and ends up in the 8 position over here. But if you're talking about a square page, we'd end up with 3 numbers, 6 numbers, 9 numbers, 18 numbers, 12 numbers right over here. That's what it shows me, right over here, 12 numbers. Or is it 15 numbers, irregardless, measuring from here to here to here, and then from here to here to here, and then we'd have one here to here to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'd have 6 rows. We'd have 18 numbers taking up this 8 by 11 page, bringing us into a new design that I just came up with now. Or did I lose you anywhere? And just to tell you, the dodecahedron, right, is number 96 in gematria. In English gematria, okay, that would make it 540, 576. 576. Now, in our last video, we spoke about moving over from the decimal point. So in this one, since it's a complete 596, 576, I no longer have to move it anywhere. So I'm just going to put the 0 on the other side of the point. And this 576, okay, times 10. Hold on a second. Forgot about this equation. This times 10 equals 5760. And we spoke about y times 10 because we have to move everything over to the other side of the decimal point so we can calculate it. We don't want any pieces and parts. We want something that's dividable. We want something whole. So it's times 10 times 100 times 1,000 times 10,000. That's usually how far we have to go. 4 decimal points. That's it. If it's more than 4, like in 0.333, we'll just multiply it by 10, because a 0.333 times 10 will automatically bring it onto the other side. Would it be 10 or 10,000? 3 is not. Anyways, let's not get into that. This number over here multiplied the dodecahedron 6 times 96 for English gematria, giving it 576. 540 and 36, 576 is my calculation correct. Multiplied by 10 equals 5760. And this is a special time of the year because it is the year 2000. This is the Jewish calendar. And this is the calendar we run with in the space I know. What calendar are we in? I forget. So this is the sun. And this is creation of the sky. This is the creation of the sky. Why the sky? Why? So many questions. Flipped upside down, it becomes 93. This way, it becomes 3 by 6, 18. The letter R, 3 plus 6 becomes I. It becomes a total of 27. It becomes the red skies of Saturn. 93 Saturn. 27 red. 18 and I is Ra, or Ray. Rachel Raymond. 90 is your 90, which is actually 4 times 20 plus 4 times 20 plus 16. It's not plus 10 plus 4, 20, size. It's a whole number. I'm not going 97 because if I went 97, which is, by the way, the 3 little pigs, your birth to the gateway of Christ, it's the half-life. It's telling you right away. It's telling you about the cube. Flip this upside down. It's 91. It's the spirit. Why? 13 times 7 is 91. The deck of cards has 13 in it. We have 13 moons. I am who I am is also located, numerically calculated to 13 through the letters in the alphabet. I can flip numbers upside down because that's why they're here. When I play a game, I play the easiest game, and flipping numbers upside down, it's 91 or 19, and that's the spirit of AM. You know, there's AM radio. You ever look at the dial of AM radio? 5760 AM, 600 AM, all with the zeros. Oh, and it's FM? Oh, 96.9, 93.9, 97.7, 7 and 9, 7 and 9, and all of a sudden, you take a look at the roulette wheel. Take a look at this roulette wheel.
Okay.
25 and 12, 37. I'll be done in a minute. 29 and 8, 37. 8 and 31, 39. Doesn't do it over here. 31 where AM comes in. 19 and 18. So it's all 37 and 39 on the double zero. You flip it over. See, there's a double rule. The double ruler and the single ruler. Where America rules and where Great Britain rules. And here it's a single zero. Only where Great Britain rules. And it has nothing to do with me, but I'll show you where it comes from. It comes from right here. Same game, same numbers. Right here. Take a look at the top. The American flag and Great Britain, where the gold miners took out the Indians. And we're going to show you it's the 00 wheel somewhere down. God, where is it? Oh, well, anyways, you'll see it on here.
Who are you talking to when you talk?
What do you mean, who am I talking? I'm testing something new right now. I'm going to take as much time as I want. And I'm going to be that crazy guy, Freddie Mercury. That's who I am. I'm Freddie Mercury. I walk into that radio station and I got an 8-minute song, and it's not less than 8 minutes. It's not less than 8 minutes. And I'm telling you, the public that's not there, because I want to talk to myself, and this is going to be 8 minutes, and don't let the public get into my head. Don't let the public get into my head. I have to talk to myself now.
You're not recording information. You're an entertainer.
Yes, I'm entertaining at the same time.
Who are you entertaining?
I'm myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So remember that.
Okay. So I'm entertaining myself right now, and the thing is, oh, this is pretty cool, man. Is anybody getting sick looking at the picture?
There is no one there.
I'm getting sick looking at that picture.
Stop it.
Okay, so I got to take as long as I do. I'm not even sure where I am or what I was talking about in this video anymore, but the dodecahedron, 5 times 18 equals to 90. The dodecahedron is that 90, but to create the 90, I must have a way to create the 90, and the French, according to the French, they create 90 by saying 4 times 20. This is what's happening to the French, and they go at 16, telling me the half-life. So once I get the 16 over here, 6 on this side, 1 on this side, 2 in the center, this is the half-life. My measurements are always according to the TV land. They always measure corner to corner. When they measure the greatest distance, they measure corner to corner. If I hold the dice cube up this way, my corners are now in the center or being on the cross. It creates the Z letter. So this becomes my 420 and 16. 16 is a whole. 18 is broken up. According to the French, they will say 10 and 8. It's broken up. 5 by 18 equals to this 90, but now I'm going to break it up. I'm going to go 5 times 10 is 50, and 5 by 8 is 40. 5 and 4 tells me the sun, once again, the sun of IR. It's actually AIR, but it comes in the formation of 10 and 8. The 10th letter is the letter J. The 10 card in the deck, what does it represent? What does it show you? What is the reverse of a 10? In the 7th gate, the reverse of 10 is 4. The reverse of 10 is 4. 2 and 5 once. 2 and 5 twice. What is the reverse of the 10? 6 and 4. 6 and 4 once. 1 and 3 AM. What is in between? 5 5, 5 3, 5 2, 5 4. Did I get that right? Anyways, let's keep moving on. This is the obligation. When we talk between 1 and 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 will equal to 14. 1 and 6 equals to 7. So 14 DNA is in between your half-life, your spirit life, your life to 90. How do we get to 90? We must multiply. The only way to move from one side to the other side from the decimal point, when you get 0.999, you must multiply it by 10 to end up with 0 on the left side. When you end up on 0 on the left side, your first number is 0. If it was counting in binary code, you would not count number 1. The 1 position would be occupied by a 0. The next position, although occupied by a 9, you will call it number 2. You now have location 20 in the bait house, in the sun. This is exactly what this says. Why? Because number 54 is that sun. This is created by 6 by 6, 36. It's also created by other numbers we won't talk about right now, okay, which is 28 and 8, 288, or 2 times 144, or 1,440 minutes in a day, times 2 equals the 288. That is our true year. It is also 4 times 72, or 72 degrees, times 6 is times 6 equals 300. Is that right? 72 times 5 is 360 degrees, correct. To make my 360 degrees around, we have to understand where we go, where we can meet matches in numbers. This is how I work this game. I find where I can match the number, and then from where the element or the definition of this scenario, whether it's the 60 seconds in an hour, 60 minutes, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 1,440 minutes in a day. Okay, because you started making me think. You started making me think too much, and I'm getting a little mixed up.
All these numbers. Who in the world is going to understand? I found my wallet.
Okay, I'm going to continue this. Am I doing a video right now? Anyways, does anybody notice? What is this? I'm going to go back to this again, and I'm supposed to say it's just me, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm telling you, it's you out there, whoever you are. But I'm listening to myself. This is 80. 420 is 80. 420 is the representation of hemp, marijuana. I'm going to have to do this in another video and talk about this. You know what? I'm just going to end the video right now. This is the dodecahedron. I forget. Oh, yes, where I started the video over here, it had to do with the 2 dots and the dot over here. There's only one space, okay, between here and here where we pass a center space. This dot on the top will tell me when I connect these 2 dots together, when I pass this center space here, it tells me there's a center space here. I'm going to automatically make a mark, and that's where my meeting point is, my center point between this world and this world over here. I don't think anybody understands that. I'm even mixed up.
Explain it to yourself then.
Maybe
you'll actually have a better time, an easier time to explain it to yourself.
Now
you're not trying to explain it to someone that doesn't understand. You're explaining it to someone that completely understands. So when you explain it to yourself in your mind,
I know, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I wish there was an equation that I can say try. Like, my equation would be the 3 dots: 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots. We can also do 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots. I'm going to tell you the difference between a straight line. Okay, straight line. Here's a straight line. Here's a straight line one way. Here's a straight line another way. 3 straight lines came up in this over here. This is what I'm seeing, 3 straight lines. But this straight line is a greater distance than these 2 straight lines. Is there a mathematical? I call this the delta angle, a 45-degree angle cut of one area space. Each area space, okay, has a total of 4 corners. But you only need to use 3 corners before you can go all the way around without going over the same lines. After that, once you've went all the way around, you only need 1 dot to go 2 spaces to go all the way around. First, you had to go 3 to make 360, 1 times. Here, you had to make 2 to make 360 times 1. Do you follow what I'm saying? I had to do this to here to here. That's my first 360. But to complete the 360, I only have to do 2 more. This will give me 240 times 1.5 for my 360. This is, okay, now what does this all mean? This means that this numeric value, okay, this line didn't have to be created because it's already there. 1.5 times 240 equals to 360. This is Earth time. This is birth on Earth, your birth on Earth, 216 and 24. Into the blue world, 9 lives of the cat through Mars. Numeric value for Mars is 15 or 51. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 added up together. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals to 15. Yeah, I'm back from a 10-minute break, but I was explaining to you in one of my last videos, I'm explaining to myself, one of the reasons I'm having, hold on a second, okay, the autofocus is on. I told you the river, the information keeps coming into my head. I keep filling up the moon in my head. My moon gets really, really bright, really bright, and it's so much light I can no longer see the information. The information is flowing. It flows out to my hand. It comes up. There's a time limit. It comes in very slowly. For as fast as I can think, I get that information. If I can't think fast enough, I have too much information in my head, I start to stutter, and the spirit that comes into me, that where I read from the star system, everything. Anyways, this is the decadahedron. These are obligations. This is area 1. This is area 9. This is area 3. This is area 7. I cannot reach area 5 because I'm blocked by the 1 passing into the 9 by this block in the center. So instead of going completely in, I have an obligation right over here because of the drawn lines. The line from here to here, there's a split when I reach this line over here, and there's a split over here, right? See that 3 that shows up? So in order to complete the 3, I do it this way, and I can take up all the lines evenly. And at the same time, if you take a look, it looks like a staircase going up and going all the way down. The reason that 3 and 7 is 4 apart is because I cannot go the complete distance. So I must use 8. 3 on this side, the E on this side, the completion of them kissing together with the block that's interfering is my 3 creating my 8, my 88. 808 bicycle cards. Have you ever heard of the bicycle cards? 808, 8, O in the center. That completes the connection of 88. And at the same time, we can also create this in a design. If you want, you can give it to your girlfriend for Halloween or your boyfriend. And here's your 88 diamond in the center, and there's 2 kissing couples. Here's a tail here, and they're all on the same pedestal. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.